Yes. Okay, friends, what if I told you that the same software used to edit Hollywood blockbusters is now the secret weapon of engineers, consultants, accountants, and business owners worldwide? Final Cut Pro is no longer just for filmmakers. In the age of AI generated video, it is the professional's finishing tool, the place where raw AI footage becomes a polished, published product. In this series, I will teach you Final Cut Pro from the ground up, inshallah. Specifically designed for professionals like you who have serious knowledge to share with the world. By the end of this first episode, you will understand the complete workflow from an empty screen to a fully exported video ready for YouTube or your next client. So, let's begin. Think about the professionals who are winning attention today. They are not just experts in their field, they are actually communicators. They produce content, they educate their audience, and they do it with a level of polish that builds instant credibility. With AI tools like Midjourney, Google Flow, and 11 Labs, generating high quality video footage and voiceover now takes minutes, not months. But that raw material still needs to be assembled, sequenced, and exported professionally. That is exactly what Final Cut Pro does. And once you learn it, you will never look at your professional knowledge the same way again, because now you can broadcast it to the world. So, the first step, we press this icon, which is Final Cut Pro, and it's going to load the software. So, friends, you are seeing that Final Cut Pro is already loaded, but you are not seeing anything. You are not seeing anything because we have not created anything. So when you open Final Cut Pro for the first time, you will see a completely empty workspace. This is normal. Final Cut Pro requires you to set up two foundational elements before you can do anything else. Final Cut Pro requires you to set up two foundational elements before you can do anything else. The first one is the library. So think of the library as your master project folder. It is the container that holds all your media files, your editing projects, and your exported work. Everything lives inside the library. So how we create the library? To create a library, it's simple. You press this plus sign, create library. And once you press it, it will ask you what to name it. So you can say anything. You can say, call it training videos. Just like that. And you press enter. So the library will be created. The library is created. But next thing what we have to do is that we have to create a project as well. So within the library, you create individual projects. Each project you think is one video, one episode, one tutorial, one short. Think of the project as a single timeline where you will arrange your footage. So how we create a project? To create a project, you can simply press this button, create project, the one in the middle bottom. You press it and it will ask for a project name. And you can name it as, say, episode 1, something like that. And you can say FCP Basics. And you can press. Other things are, it is asking what is the media resolution, the movie resolution which you want. Is 720 is good enough for YouTube? And then it is asking what is the size or the resolution of the movie. That also we will not touch for the moment, but there are a number of options available. Rendering we will not discuss at this stage. Sample rate is also, keep this default, and we will press OK. So now our project is created. Now it's the time to bring the footage into the Final Cut Pro. And this includes your video clips, AI generated images, background music, and any sound effects. So the fastest way is you just press this down arrow button and it gives you two options. One is media and we will press this. Now it is asking for a path and I have some footage available in this folder and I will double click that folder, and now it gives me an option. It gives me an option to import whatever is there in this folder, which is import all. So I will press this button, import all. So once I press this button, all my folder files will be imported into the Final Cut Pro. So once imported, all your media will appears in the browser panel. So this panel is called the browser panel. It is the central panel in the middle of the screen. This is your media library for this project. Now it is time to assemble your timeline. And how the timeline will be assembled? Firstly, you understand these concepts. The timeline is where your video comes to life. The timeline is where your video comes to life. It is the horizontal workspace at the bottom of your screen, and it has a very clear structure that you need to understand. So what is that structure? First of all, there are 3 layers of the timeline. Video clips sit on the primary storyline, which is the central horizontal track. This is your main video content, and it will sit here. We have to drag the clips, the video clips from the browser onto the timeline in the sequence the script requires. So it should be as per the script. So we have to arrange them left to right exactly as they should appear in the final video. Then there will be audio files like music, sound effects, ambient sound that will sit below the primary storyline. We have to drag all such audio files or background music or audio track from the browser and drop it beneath the video clips. Final Cut Pro keeps the audio and video clearly separated this way. Titles, text overlays, and secondary video elements, they sit above the primary storyline. Any text that appears on the screen, your name, a chapter heading, anything that should come over the video is placed here as a connected clip above your main video. Here I want to tell you a little bit advanced thing, that we can place a second video clip above the primary video, and that we can create some kind of a composite effects like picture-in-picture, split screen or cinematic blending, which is a little advanced technique which we will explore in a dedicated episode of this series. So let's do this. First thing, we need to import the clips. So suppose this one is one clip. So we will drag this here. Okay. And also we can drag images also here. Images we can also drag above the video. Right? So we have dragged one video and we have dragged an image on the timeline. Next, this is a music clip. We can drag this below the video line, below the video of the storyline. So we just played the audio file appears to be very long. So in such cases, we can do something. We can clip or cut the audio file, and the way to do it is we go here, press down arrow and then press blade, and we can press it here, and then we can change it back to the select. Now we can easily delete this the extra portion of the audio. Now we are left with this. So we can play it back. Right? So once your video, audio and titles, we can add also some titles. And how to add the titles? We can come here at the top nav bar and we can press this button, and now we can add this title. So we can drag it above this and we can shorten this. And what we have to write here, or what we want to make it appear here, we can come here and we can write whatever we want. Say FCP training video. That's it, guys. Now we want to play it back. If it is very short, we can make it slightly long. If you don't like the font, we can adjust this font. At the moment it is strenuous. We can change it to something like I would say Poppins or maybe Helvetica. So Helvetica is a good font. And we can change its color as well. So we press here. And at the moment it is white. We can change it whatever color we want. Say make it slightly bluish. So now we play it back. We can increase its presence a little bit more. Right? So up till now we have made a small video ready which we can export. So how to export? Once the video, audio and titles, they are all arranged as per your requirements and you are satisfied with the result, it is time to export. And for that you just press this button, this small button at the top right. When you press it, it will ask you what format you want to export. In what format you want to export. So I select this first one, export video default, and it is giving you this one. It is telling you that the video will be approximately this size. So we press next. Now it is asking where I want to export. So desktop is okay. I will press save. And at the top right, top left, you can see the progress. But this video was short and it got exported fairly quickly. So I will close here. I will minimize this screen. So the video is available here. So we can press it. So it is a short video. So guys, this is your complete first workflow in the Final Cut Pro, from an empty screen to a published ready video. In the next episode, we will go deeper in, like color grading your footage, working with transitions and using Final Cut Pro's built-in text animation tools to create titles that look truly cinematic. If this was useful, you can subscribe the channel, because this way you will be aware of all the updates, and especially the next part of this series. Series is specifically designed for professionals who want to use video as a powerful communication tool in their field. And if you are in the engineering or oil and gas industry and want to explore how AI video production can elevate your technical communication and training programs, you can visit us at ies-solutions.org. Inshallah, we will see you in the next episode. Thanks.